Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or they have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. There are ways to get your dog to listen to you. And these are the 5 ways that you can actually do that. Want to know the secret to a well-behaved dog? It's being able to get your dog to listen to you. That's why we're here, and that's exactly what we're going to help you accomplish. These 5 hacks will have your dog listening to you faster than you can say, "Look at me." Keep in mind that these hacks are not 10-second fixes. If you're looking for quick fixes in dog training, you may want to rethink how you are approaching your relationship with your dog. Effective and lifelong learning for dogs takes patience on your own path, practice for both human and dog, and consistency. Every second invested in teaching your dog to listen to you is an investment in their safety. Not only that, but it's also an investment for your peace of mind. One quick note on training your dog to listen to you is that almost all dogs, especially puppies, need ample exercise. Many dogs turn to problem behaviors. Many dogs turn to problem behaviors when they have too much pent up energy. So give your dog age appropriate exercise every day and especially before training. A general rule is 5 minutes of exercise per month of age, twice a day. So a 3-month-old puppy can have 15 minutes of exercise twice a day. Here are the 5 hacks to get your dog to listen to you. 1. Teach your dog, "Look at me." 2. Never use your dog's name in a negative way, ever. 3. Use an extremely high value treat when training. 4. Exposure, exposure, exposure. 5. Use a long lead when teaching recall. Step 1. Use a high value treat or other currency like a ball or tug toy to get your pup's attention. If using treats, give them 1 or 2 treats to pick their interest. And the second step is take the treat and hold it up to your face, right between your eyes or near your nose. The instant your pup engages eye contact, give a verbal yes or good and reward your pup with the treat. Give the treat from down near your waist, not straight from your eyes. Your pup should know that the treat itself doesn't come from your eye area, just that the area is where they should look. Step 3. Repeat this step multiple times. As your pup starts to understand the behavior, introduce the word "look at me." It can be focus, watch me, or whatever you choose. Just remember to stay consistent. Do this by raising the treat towards your eye area, and as soon as your pup looks at you, Give the verbal cue, look at me, followed by a yes or good, then reward with a treat. Step 4. After enough practice, you can start incorporating a hand signal. I've personally found putting my hand pointer finger right between my eyes to be the best, but find what works for you. Do the hand signal, and as your pup looks at you, give the verbal cue, look at me, and yes or good, then reward with a treat. Step 5. The final step is to ask for the skill by saying, look at me. If your pup makes eye contact with you, give an energetic yes or good and reward with a treat. If your pup doesn't understand the cool word yet, then take a step back and walk through steps 2 to 4 again. An important tip is to keep your training bubble small, meaning stay close to your pup while first teaching this skill. That can mean sitting on the floor and getting closer to your pup. The closer you are, the easier it may be for your pup to give you their attention. And number 2 is never use your dog's name in a negative way. If you constantly use your pup's name when they are in trouble or did something wrong, you'll likely create a negative connection for them between their name and bad behavior. The problem is, the next time you try to address them, it will be that much more difficult to get their attention. In quotes, trouble comes to their mind. Instead, only use their name for positive things and during training cool words. For example, buddy, come. Once he comes to you, it's all treats and praises. Not only will he be learning what come means, but he'll be associating his name with positivity. When needing to communicate that a behavior isn't correct or desired, use no or instead of their name. Number 3, use an extremely high value treat when training. Perfect for extended training sessions. Delicious taste, pups love. No fillers, junk, sugar, or other unhealthy ingredients. A high value treat to help create extreme focus. 4. Exposure, exposure, exposure. Do you know how to ride a bike the first time you sat down on one? No way. So, can you really expect your pup to know how to behave in a situation they've had zero experience or practice with? The pup parent of 3 in me says no, 100% no. One of the most vital aspects of getting your dog to listen to you is to expose them to a wide variety of situations in which you want them to listen. Odds are you're finding it difficult to get your pup to listen while you are out on walks, at a dog park, in a new environment. It's not a coincidence. If your biggest listening problem for your pup is when other dogs are nearby, it's probably time for some dedicated training sessions in the presence of other dogs. For example, take your pup outside of a dog park on a leash, of course. Stay maybe 20 to 30 feet away from the fence of the park. Get your pup to perform a look at me. Lay down, sit, whichever one you're comfortable with, and maybe even a good come when called from a short distance. This type of exposure, or what is often referred to as conditioning, is absolutely necessary for getting your dog to listen to you in all types of distractions and situations. The last, which is the fifth one, is use a long lead when training recall. Sometimes it seems like when you need your pup to listen most, nothing works. Frustrating, right? And that's where leashes and long leads become your best friend in training. If your pup is connected to you via the leash, you have much more control over the situation and their attention. Whenever you start with simple training in the home, keep your pup on a leash. It makes redirecting their attention back to you about 1 million times easier. Same is true when teaching, recall, or come when called. Odds are that this is one of the main reasons you want your pup to listen to you. That type of listening is crucial for your pup's safety in so many situations. When teaching recall, a long lead, typically 20 to 30 feet long, will be a game changer. Imagine you're walking on a longer recall from 15 to 20 feet away. You walk through the same routine that walked at 5 feet away, but the second you recall your pup, a cat goes running across the street. Their attention would likely turn away from you and they may even try to chase that cat. But if you have them on a long lead, it's very easy to give a slight redirection back to you with the help of the lead. Of course, I'm not talking about yanking or pulling your dog towards. That's not the point. Simply, it's a tool to help get your pup's brain back to you so you can refocus their listening and attention. Long leads are a lifesaver and training must have. Generally, getting your dog to listen to you and pay attention is not an easy behavior to teach. It can take months of consistent practice and conditioning. Remember, start small and focus on incremental success. Your pup needs to learn to crawl before the walk. Whenever you train your dog to focus, recall, or any behavior, it's beyond important to use a high value treat, something they will absolutely love every single training session. Friends, hope we had a nice time. Thank you for stopping by today. Please do not forget to make use of all the steps so as to have a fun, loving time with your dog. Thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.